Let's have a conversation.
Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll see you at one of these events again
all
soon.
time. We got Mark with the Mindful Reality podcast, who I've been a guest on, and it was a blast.
Thank you for having me, honestly, and I cannot wait to do it again. We're going to do this again in the future. I just know it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back. I am back. I can't tell you what day it is. As a matter of fact, I'm about to look up how many days it has been since the Big Brother season started. So, of course, my phone's going off crazy right now. Good morning. Good morning, Trisha. Hold on, let me just grab my calendar really quick. Because that's the simplest way. All right. So there are 45 days in the Big Brother house, I believe. I am 44 days because they moved in the day before the first episode aired. So I have been on here for 44 straight days going live talking about Big Brother. I've put in work and grind to get in these 479 subscribers compared to the 43 that I had when the season started. So in the 44 days, I have gained about 430 subscribers, 44 days. You know, small victories. That's probably about 10 subscribers a day or something like that. But the bigger part is, I said this last night, I am now about 21 subscribers, and a few hours away from being able to monetize this channel. And that would be to me, actually, monetizing this channel would be a bigger accomplishment than the other channel. And the reason why is because when I created that channel and I got all those viewers on that channel, a lot of people started coming on there and telling me, we're only here because you show the live feeds on this channel, which is why I entitled my videos on this channel when I was showing the feeds at the beginning of the season, we're just here for the feeds. So when YouTube gave me my copyright warning and said, if you violate the policy again, your channel will be wiped out, I was like, what am I going to do if I cannot show these live feeds? Because if people are just coming here for the live feeds, then you just took away my main thing that attracts people to the page. And at that point in time, I think I still had maybe less than 100 subscribers for sure, maybe 80 to 90 something subscribers when they sent me that warning. I have gained about 400 subscribers since the time that I was not able to show the live feeds anymore. And so people are not just here for the feeds. They're here for the commentary and they're here for me. So that's why I said it would be a bigger accomplishment, because all of my live feeds now are just me speaking. That's it. No videos, no show clips, none of that. Just me. And I'm almost there. I'm going to be there before the end of this week. I can't predict the day, but it's going to be before the end of this week. What's happening in the house? When there was Big Brother After Dark, I used to record it and watch it the next day. I miss doing that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about Big Brother After Dark. Please show your appreciation to Mark by hitting the like button. Thanks. Absolutely. Okay, so enough about me. Thank you. So enough about me. The title. I titled it, Cam and Corey Successfully Flipped the House. Now, of course, you can take that with a grain of salt because there's multiple different times this season that we have thought that a flip was going to happen and the flip flopped. However, this one is different than the last one. So to give you guys a quick summary of yesterday. It didn't start yesterday. It started 2 days ago. America was talking to Cameron in his HOH room. Cameron found out from America that Red didn't want to talk to him before he left due to things that had been said to him, primarily starting from Jared and continuing with Cirie. So he was saying to America, I didn't volunteer myself or Red to go on the block. I did not want to sit next to Red, which is true. He did not want to sit next to Red. What he did say was, if I have to sit next to Red, I'm going to respect your HOH and do what needs to be done, because I'm not here to be his Superman and you're not here. He's not here to be mine. That's what happened with that. So Jared came, and I told you guys, Jared is the master of spin. And I told you guys, he's good at spinning things and causing people to be upset with each other and playing off of people's emotions. The problem is he's always like, if you tell somebody I'm going to be effing pissed, don't tell anybody what we talked about. Otherwise, I'm done with you, bro. And it's like, eventually somebody's going to fact check. So America was the first person to actually tell Red, this is the reason why Red was mad at you. So then the gears started going in his head. And Cam was like, I remember the conversation I had with Jared. I was saying whatever I needed to say to Jared to keep myself safe. And I never actually threw Red under the bus. I just said, if that's what it has to be, I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to stay. So then he was like, okay. And then Jared must have gone and spoken to Cirie, and Cirie spoke to Red. And then Red got upset and cut him off from there. And he was very upset about this. He's like, I had to sit on the block next to my best friend. Cirie knew that I had plans. Cirie knew that I had plans outside of the house, long-term plans with him for life and forever and this and that. Hardcore stuff that he was saying. So he said, I'm going on this rampage. So when he started speaking, I was like, this dude's nuts. I said, nobody's going to listen to him because he's just fallen off the rails. This is what I'm thinking. Because the way he's talking to everybody, there's one clear person that we need to get out of this house. That person is Izzy. 2 people have been controlling this game, Izzy and Cirie. And if nobody takes that shot to get Izzy out, y'all are all dumbasses. And I know you're not stupid. But if you allow Izzy to stay and you vote Felicia out, who pretty much is useless in the game and can't do anything in the game, then you're a dumbass. and therefore you deserve whatever is coming to you. So don't be that dumbass. And I'm sitting here like, what kind of sales pitch is that? That wouldn't work on me. So then at first, the initial reaction to him saying this, I remember Jag. I think they were in the bathroom, like Jag and Felicia, Blue, a couple of other people. They were in the bathroom and they were like, well, he's just being an agent of chaos right now. He knows he's about to go. So he's just saying whatever. He's trying to cause problems amongst all of us. So what he's saying is not really mattering because next week somebody's going to win. He's going to go on the block. He's going to go out. We're not really going to listen to him. That was the initial kind of reaction to that. But then somehow, some way, things started to flip in the house. And I think a big reason for that flip was America. I said this before, and I'll say it again. You can check back all the footage. America wanted to do this a couple of weeks ago. America spoke to Corey about it, and he shot it down. She kept trying to bring it up with Corey, and he kept shooting it down. This is not a good idea. We don't want to ruffle feathers. We don't want to get anybody angry. We don't want to be the next target. They could put us on the block next to each other. But something happened. Cam was willing to take all the bullets. Cam was willing to tell everybody, this is what's happening. I need Izzy out. I need Sari out. I need Jared out. Everybody, it seems like, was thinking that, but nobody had the balls to say it. So they were the first one. He was the first one who was willing to just go right out and say that. And I think that's the thing that pushed Corey, because Corey was like, I don't have to be at the head of this snake. And then they started looking around and thinking about the numbers. Corey and America will vote together. They're a duo. Bowie is with Cam, and Cam wants to do this, right? So there's Corey, there's America. Cam can't vote because he's HOH, but he's on their side going forward, is what I'm trying to say. There's Bowie. So then they had to think to themselves, we need at least 5 people to make this flip happen. So their conversations with Jag actually had a conversation with America and Corey. And they didn't actually have to lead that conversation because he was the one who said, how much do you trust Jared? And then that was what started in the conversation about maybe we should do this flip or whatever. So they knew they had Jag. So they're like, okay, Corey, America, Bowie, Jag, and one more would make it 5, which would be enough. And then one more for insurance. So the 2 people that they wanted to work on were Matt and Mimi. Now, I still feel unsure about Mimi. Mimi has been floating. Mimi, yes, has been leaning more towards the Cerise side, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if Mimi is going to vote the way they want, but they consider Mimi as one of the votes, which would be 5. And then they consider Matt. Excuse me. Excuse me. They consider Matt as the 6th vote. So the way they see it, there's going to be the 6 of them that are voting to get rid of Izzy. And then they think that the 3 that are going to vote to keep Izzy are Sari, Jared, and Blue, because that's what they think is the plan. And interestingly enough, Jag is off Blue. Jag said that he doesn't trust Blue because of Jared, and this seals that deal. And as of yesterday, I saw America lie to Cirie and say the plan is still to get out Felicia. Corey lied to Cirie and said the plan is still to get out Felicia. So now they're thinking about what are we going to do next week in damage control. So this is the first time. Thank you. This is the first time that there is going to be true contention in the house. Yesterday was, I mean, not yesterday. Last week was not a unanimous vote. But they knew that. They knew exactly what was happening with those votes. They knew that Bowie and Cam were going to vote for Red to stay. So it was that whole group voting one way and knowing that those two were on the outs. So now the house actually flipped. The house actually flipped to where Cirie and Jared are on the outside. And Blue, by default of her relationship with Jared, also became on the outside, which is interesting because she would have been a part of that majority group. However, there's so many dynamics on Big Brother that if you think about it, the reason for this anti-Cirie group is because of the Cirie group in the first place. So that's just the way Big Brother goes. It's a chess game. So what's interesting now, we have the HOH competition. If this flip actually sticks, right? We have this HOH competition coming up tonight. It's crucially important now. And I always say that it's a chess game. I think that they should have kept somebody like Kirsten. I think they should have kept somebody like Riley. I'm talking about the Cirie side. I think they should have kept somebody like Hisam. I think that they had a greater chance of getting those type of people to work with them. They should have got rid of Cam a long time ago, letting Cam stay in his house. I remember when Hisam and Cam were on the block next to each other, and they said, I wonder if letting Cam stay is a mistake. The biggest mistake. They should not have like getting rid of Hisam. I get it. Getting rid of Hisam that early when he's on your side, he's on your team. I was like, I guess time will tell whether that's a mistake or not. But for me, that's a mistake. And he's proven me right. Cam, I mean, is proving me right. Cam is a dangerous man to keep in the game. Those people, sometimes the worst ones are the ones where they're like, oh, we want him out. He's a primary target, but we can get him out later. Now you got Cam in there. Now you got Corey, who was always like, I need to get out Cirie Fields. Now you got Jag, who's now flipped sides. You have Mimi, who's willing to go on any side. You have what's her name? Bowie, who felt hurt by them last week and was already not really on their side. For all the people that said the season is predictable, you might as well just give it to Cirie right now. This is boring. It's going to be a walkover. It's like the cookout. It's like the leftovers. It's like this and it's like that. And there's nothing interesting about it. I don't know what season y'all are watching because things are about to get tipsy-turvy. If they actually do this Izzy flip and complete it, oh, the whole game is just going to get turned upside down. And now Cirie would have to play a very different game to win. And people could stop discrediting her. Because I already think it's amazing that Cirie has made it 45 days without touching the block, being Cirie. I'm already amazed at that. And I think that she's a good enough game player to pivot. Now, I said from the beginning that the odds are stacked against her. I said that from day one. And people, I don't know if they just didn't understand Big Brother or didn't remember what type of game it is or didn't remember that it's a 100-day game this season. But I'm like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can control the game before the halfway point and still go out before jury. Just because you see somebody sitting pretty at the beginning of the game doesn't mean that they're going to be that way at the end of the game. And I said, the longer that she's in there, the more you're going to start looking at her threat level. And it just took one person to be like, she got to go. I don't like this. She's too dangerous to have in the game. She got to go. And that person was Cameron. And if that person wasn't Cameron, it's a possibility that it could have been America. It's funny that everybody that side was saying was a threat to them, they left in the game. Red was a lesser threat. Than Jag. Should have got rid of Jag. Shouldn't have used that power of invincibility on Jag. Cirie had Matt use the power of invincibility on Jag. And now Jag wants to take her out. It could just be that little slight move. It's like the butterfly effect that throws off your whole game. This season is giving the best DRs I've seen in a long time in Big Brother. I would love for Cirie to be on the block and fight hard and win veto to show everyone how great she is. This is what I'm saying. I like Cirie, and I've been rooting for Cirie from day one, but I needed Cirie to touch the block and experience the house being against her, because I want to see her win, but I want to see her win in a way that is difficult, to solidify herself as one of the GOATs to have ever been on reality TV competition shows. But either way, if she were to go on the block next week and go home, I would still consider her one of the GOATs. But I'm just saying, I don't want to see a win that is discredited by people saying, oh, it was too easy. So we're in an interesting time right now because Cam said, I'm going to drop all these bombs and just wait for all of them to go off. And he did. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. And it looks like somehow, some way, he actually accomplished what he said he was going to be able to accomplish. I don't know what that does for Cam's standing going forward specifically, because you get them out, then what do you do? Who's next? If I were them, I would say, oh, great. Now he helped us get out Cirie and Jared, but now he has to go because he's gunning for winning everything. He likes power and he likes big moves. And his next big move after them would probably be Corey. I agree. It's a miracle that she was not. It's a miracle that she has not touched the block. It is a miracle that she has not touched the block yet. Especially when Cam was in power before and he nominated the people they wanted him to nominate. This whole Legend 25 thing. So they're all really mad that they, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to call it swindled, but they're just mad that they were listening to everything that she was saying and they just realized that now. Oh, shoot, she was playing a game. Good morning, Tammy. Sarah, they didn't make her play the first comp because she may have ended up the first week. Then she should have been gone the second week. Cam knows that they'll be backdooring him. Yeah, he said that. But it's not a guarantee that they would be back. I mean, if Cerie's side was still together, they would be backdooring him. But if they are able to get out Izzy, they do control the numbers now, if you think about it. Let's say Izzy is out of the house. Felicia, he planted that seed of doubt in Felicia, and Felicia was already going against Cirie. Now she would possibly also go against Jared. So now you're sitting here, Corey, America, Bowie, Matt, Jag, Cam. There are 6 of them that are potentially working together. And then you got on an island, Blue, Jared, and Cirie. I mean, Felicia, I don't know where Felicia would stand. But even if Felicia stays on that side, it's 6-4. So now, in order for them to have safety without Izzy, that means that Cirie, Jared probably have to win, because Blue, despite the fact that she's with them now, and despite the fact that she's loyal to Jared now, if she looks at the math and sees that they're down like 8-3, wait, how many people would be left in the house? I keep getting confused about this. I think there's 12. There's let's see, 11. I think there's 11 of them in the house right now, right? Or 12. Either way, if she sees that they're down in the numbers and she's on the wrong side of the numbers, I don't think that she's going to stick to Cirie and Jared just because they're mother and son. And just because she has feelings for Jared. I don't think so. I think at that point she'd be willing to discard Jared. So the winner of today's HOH is crucially important to how things go. And this week, I don't necessarily want an America to win. I would still be interested in having a Mimi win. I would kind of love a Cirie win, because Cirie hasn't won anything yet. I would love for her to win, but if it's wall comp, she's not winning. They keep rumoring that they think it's going to be wall comp, and that would favor the smaller and more athletic people. That would be a good chance for like America, for Blue, for Mimi, Corey, even Matt. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and set your notification bell. Good chance Cam could get picked for veto even if he's not on the block and keep himself safe. All right, everyone. So that's my quick update for the morning. We're going to see what happens during the day. Hopefully it's going to be one of the most it's setting itself up to be one of the most interesting veto nights thus far, and I'm excited about it. So I will talk to you guys probably mid-afternoon once I see what everybody's talking about. But if not, I will see you. Let me double check, because I seem to be off about Big Brother. I just want to make sure that I have the time right for tonight's Big Brother episode before I. Okay, so today is the 14th. Ooh. So, okay, it's a good thing I checked. Today is the day that the Big Brother episodes from Thursdays are moving from 9 Eastern to 8 Eastern. So that means today's episode, today's eviction episode is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that means that I'll be doing my recap a little after 9 p.m. Eastern. once we know everything that's happened with the eviction. And I will have Ebony on here recapping with me at, I would say, probably about 9:15 Eastern time. So I will talk to y'all and see you then.
So you literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on it.
That wasn't planned.
You know what?
Thank
But
you.
I like this Canadian. I
Well,
like this one.